Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon Halliday, and for those who are new to my channel, I've been for the past 10 weeks following an NHS programme to put my type 2 diabetes into remission. So the programme itself is actually for 12 months, and the NHS have provided me with total diet replacement meals, which I have to have 4 of these per day to ensure that I get the correct nutrition per day. The meals are made up of shakes and soups. They've provided me with 4 different flavoured shakes and 2 different flavoured soups. The shakes are banana flavour, strawberry, vanilla and chocolate, and the soups are there's 2 soups, the chicken and vegetable. So each week I have to take part in a Microsoft Teams meeting, like a counselling session, where I have a diabetes counsellor who provides support and talks to myself and others who are doing the same programme on how to manage our diabetes and how to keep going forward with losing weight and so on. So I'm up to week 10. I have already recorded videos which I would recommend you go back to watch, particularly if you're thinking of starting the same programme, because I know it is being rolled out across the UK, and it may be helpful if you're about to start it or if you're on it and you're struggling a little bit, because I do give you some sort of tips on ways of dealing with sort of sticking with it, if you like, because it isn't an easy thing to do, and hats off to you if you are going to give it a go of trying to do what I'm doing. It isn't an easy thing to do. Initially I found it relatively easy. I thought I was going to find it quite difficult in the beginning to suddenly stop eating food and move on to meal replacements, but I don't know whether it was just the novelty of it or what it was, but for the first few weeks I started to find it I was finding it quite easy to do. Then in the probably midweeks, probably around week 4, week 5, I started to not tire of it, but I was wanting to mix the flavours up of the meal replacements, so that it was a bit more interesting, so I wouldn't really lose interest in doing it. So the diabetes counsellor had said that we were able to add seasonings and 0-calorie flavourings to the shakes and the soup. So I did start to experiment with that around sort of week 5, week 6. So from week 6, I have still been sticking with it. I have continued to season soups with different seasonings. Here in the UK, we have a store called B&M Bargains, and they sell these sort of canisters, which are quite tall, filled with different seasonings from sort of around the world. So I went and had a look to see what they had, and I got myself a Mexican, a Caribbean, and a Jamaican seasoning, so that I could try them and add those to my soups, and they were great. They've been great. I also you may have from a previous video were really struggling. One thing I have definitely struggled with is drinking coffee. Before I started doing the program, I absolutely love coffee, but I am caffeine free, so I never used to be caffeine free, but I found that obviously because of a heart condition that I was struggling with in 2019 and beyond that, I had to become caffeine free. So but I do still love coffee, and I mean, whether it's got caffeine in it or not, anyway, it doesn't taste any different to me. So I am caffeine free, but I love my coffee, and that is one thing. I'm not allowed to have milk in my drinks, so tea and coffee. I started to drink black coffee. Can't drink black tea at all, but black coffee, I started to drink that, but was finding it really bitter and just didn't taste nice. So I had started to sort of not have black coffee. I'd switched to having hot Vimto instead. But while I was in B&M Bargains searching for the seasonings, I did come across a Skinny Food Company barista, which is a 0-calorie creamer, which you can add to coffee. So I bought some of that, and it's really nice. It's very sweet, and I don't have sweeteners or anything in my coffee, so I found it a little bit sweet. But providing I don't drink too much of it, I'm all right. I find if you drink too much, I start feeling a bit sickly off it. But just just a small amount in the coffee, in 1 cup of coffee, is been great. And again, so that's really helped me to overcome that issue. So I've been doing that. I have also, because I've also had this fear of losing weight and developing lots of saggy skin, but I started using the Palmer's cocoa butter firming lotion, and I have again done a separate video for that, because I have been asked a few times about how I've been, what my sort of skin routine is. So I have made a little video of my sort of daily routine of what I do to help keep my skin looking as fresh as possible. So I will post that as well once I've got it all edited and everything. So I have been using the firming lotion. I have found that it has been working. I've been putting it on my neck here because that was one place that I was really worried about getting saggy skin. But obviously anywhere else on my body I can kind of cover it up, but I don't really like wearing anything around my neck, so I was very conscious about my neck starting to look really saggy and wrinkly, and I think the lotion's working, so hopefully I've not got saggy skin. I have been using it on my arms and on my tummy more recently as well, because I've started to notice my tummy going a bit wrinkly, so I've been using the firming lotion on my tummy as well. So like I say, I've made a separate video all about that. I'm not sponsored or paid to promote any of the products that I've used. Literally, I am just making these videos kind of as a journal for myself, but also if anybody else is embarking on a weight loss program, whether it be doing the NHS type 2 diabetes program, or whether you're just looking in terms of losing weight and are following any kind of diet, and you're looking for some tips on your healthcare and your own well-being, and how to keep going forward with your weight loss. Hopefully my videos are providing some help and support. By all means, if you've got any questions or any comments you'd like to make, please keep any comments kind, because anybody who does put anything hateful, I will just simply block you and delete your comments. But anybody who is genuinely interested and has any questions or anything that you want to say, please comment it below, and I will respond to any comments that have been made. So like I say, the last video I did was at week 6, and I was doing all right at that stage. If memory serves me correctly, because I don't have the figures in front of me, I think I was lost 33 pounds at that stage. So I'll give you a week by week breakdown. I've got my little notepad here again. So at week 7, I lost a further 2 pounds. At week 8, I lost a further 4 pounds. At week 9, I lost a further 2 pounds. And then at week 10, I lost a further 3 pounds. So in 4 weeks, I've lost another 11 pounds, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm really made up with the results that are showing on the scales. As you can see from it being £2, £4, £2, £3, it's not every week that I'm having big losses. Sometimes it's only a £2 loss, and I say only, I don't mean that to sort of take away from the fact it is £2 off. It's better than putting £2 on, which I'd be mortified if I was doing this and I was actually gaining weight. But I think I've said in my previous video, When it's been a £2 loss, I've found been a little bit disappointed, because I have followed numerous diet programs through my adult life, and you know, I've lost £2 many a time just by having healthier foods. So to be not eating solid food at all and to only lose £2 is a little bit disheartening. However, you know, as you can see, it seems to go £2, £4, £2, £3. So you know, it kind of catches up the week after. And also, as I've said previously, at least if it is coming off a little bit slower, I'm less likely to encounter that saggy skin sort of scenario, because it's with rapid weight loss, you tend to get saggy skin. And I'm thinking, even though it is coming off a decent rate, it's not so fast that my skin, that, you know, that I've got skin hanging from me, because I would be absolutely mortified if that was the case. I genuinely wouldn't want that to happen at all. So that's my weight. Obviously the whole program is all around my type 2 diabetes, which, again, just to recap for anybody who's only just joining my channel, in 2019 I started with a heart problem. And it took until June 2022 before that problem was resolved. And I have still been left with a problem, but it doesn't really affect my health. And the cardiologist has said that it is something that I can continue to live with. But obviously I do just occasionally need to be mindful of it. But since my heart condition sort of came about, it did leave me with other medical conditions, one of which, because I'd gained a lot of weight through not being able to function as I had before 2019, I did gain a lot of weight, and as a consequence of that, I was diagnosed in 2020 with type 2 diabetes. So my whole aim, particularly since I've had my heart fixed in 2022, has been to try and improve my health, either back to what it was in 2019 or even better, because I was already overweight in 2019. And you know, I would want to have lost weight since before then, you know, to whatever I was before then anyway. So I am trying to just generally improve my health. So my type 2 diabetes, like I say, was diagnosed in 2020, and it my blood sugar levels have always been about middle of the range, I was told. When I started this on day one, I was told to halve my medication. So they'd taken all my readings just before I started, and fully medicated, my blood sugar levels were at 7.5 mmol/L. I don't know what these measurements are. Like I say, the program I'm doing is supervised by the NHS. They know obviously what the levels mean and whatnot. So as long as I see the numbers coming down, I'm happy with that. I don't need to understand the science behind it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical expert in any way, shape or form. But as long as I see those numbers coming down, I'm happy. So when I was fully medicated, before they told me to halve my medication, my blood sugar levels were at 7.5 mmol/L. So then on the day I started, they told me to halve the medication on the day I started the program. So I halved my medication, and when they took my next set of readings, my blood sugar levels had gone up to 8, which obviously isn't great, but then it's because my medication had been altered. So then over the next 6 weeks, my blood sugars were kind of up and down a little bit, and the diabetes counsellor had said not to worry about it, because it was expected when you first start the program, because your body obviously is adapting to different changes, and it would sort of settle down. So by week 6, if my memory serves me correctly, and if I haven't got these figures right, I will flash up the correct figures on the screen. But if my memory serves correctly, by week 6, my blood sugars were at 7.5. So they were matching what they were when I was fully medicated. So that in itself showed an improvement. because I'm on half the medications, but my blood sugars were as they were when I was on double the medication. So that was great. Now over the past 4 weeks, my blood sugars, so at week 7, they went from 7.5 to 6.2. Which was absolutely a massive drop, and I was really thrilled to see that. So they had suddenly dropped that the way they had. However, at week 8 they went back up again to 6.8. So still down on what they were, but you know, again, we've got a bit of that fluctuation going on, which again the diabetes counsellor had said was normal and not to worry about it. Then at week 9 they went to 6.3, and then at week 10 they stayed at 6.3. So far, from being fully medicated at 7.5 to being halved at 8, then my blood sugars are now at 6.3. So there's a definite difference there. Which is fantastic. So that's working. They're coming down, they're going in the right direction, and I'm really happy with that. I haven't got the figures in front of me for my BMI, so I might just flash them up once I find out what that is, because I have to calculate that, and also remember what I was at week 6, because I can't remember that at all, and I haven't got it written down somewhere. But my waist as well, that has dropped by 5 inches. So my waist when I started, I think I was at 48 inches, and my waist is now at 43 inches. So clearly you can see that I'm shrinking, which is fantastic. The health benefits I'm having, I'm breathing a lot better. My energy levels seem to be a lot better. Just out of curiosity today, because I don't suffer with high blood pressure, but just out of curiosity today, I thought I would also take a blood pressure reading. Now, normally I'm at the high end. You have these little charts that you can sort of have a look at on the internet, and I was always the high end of the pre-high blood pressure levels. Today, when I've done my blood pressure levels, they were just above the ideal range, and I was just at the very low end of the pre-high levels. So again, even though, like I said, I don't suffer, I'm not medicated for high blood pressure or anything, but that's again improved. I just thought I would have a look at that just out of curiosity. So you know, that's another good thing. I'm sleeping a lot better. I suffer with arthritis. I've had arthritis since osteoarthritis since I was in my 30s. I was diagnosed with it, and I have a limited bend in my knee, in both my knees. But obviously the weight loss isn't going to affect the bend in my knees, but the pain and the pressure that it puts on my joints, that has eased considerably. So I'm not in as much pain as I used to be. Like I said, the bend, so my mobility is still a bit not the best, but you know, I hopefully I'll be able to do something about that once I've got my BMI down enough. I was told probably about 12 months ago that if I could get my BMI down to below 40, that they would be able to operate and give me a knee replacement. So despite my age, because previously it's always been you're too young to have a knee replacement, but my knees, the cartilage and the bone and everything in my knees, because I had x-rays last year, and they're in such a poor condition, they have said that regardless of my age they would operate, but I would have to get my BMI down, because obviously it's too risky to undergo surgery. Plus it would also help support any new knee or anything. You know, if I'm a lighter weight, and I can get my leg muscles to be in a better condition too. So I'm hoping, now I'm coming to the end of my like I said, my 12 weeks, so I'm hoping to start looking in terms of getting some structured exercise. I am finding I'm moving around a lot more. I'm a lot more active than I was before the 10 weeks. but I am hoping to start doing maybe some more structured exercise. I do actually enjoy dancing and swimming, so I'm hoping to maybe incorporate that somewhere in my week as a routine thing, where I can spend some time doing a structured exercise rather than just be more active. But I am genuinely feeling more active, more alert, happy to get up and down to do things, whereas one time I always felt in a lot of pain, particularly on my knees, like I said before. So it wasn't, you know, if anybody asked me to do anything, it was always a real effort, a real chore to try and get up and move around. And I'm finding that that's gone, or certainly lessened to what it was. So yeah, I'm doing really well on it, and I feel good. I did on my last video have a before and after picture. I'll say before and after. It was start of the first photograph. If you look at the thumbnail on my video, you'll see the picture on the left is was taken on the second day that I'd started the program, so it was like right at the very start of the 10 weeks. And then when I posted it at 6 weeks, that was the picture I took of myself as a selfie 6 weeks later, and you can see a difference. So I'm thinking of doing the same thing again on this video. I might post it in at the end, so you'll see. I'll put the 6 week picture and then how I was at week 10 as I am now, so at week 10. And so you can see the difference in the change. Hopefully you'll be able to see. You don't notice it yourself, do you, when you look at yourself in the mirror? I don't really notice. I mean, I can feel things like my clothes going a bit looser and that kind of thing, but you don't see your own change. But I've had loads of people comment about how my face looks different, and like I say, I've had people commenting about my skin, and you know, all those kind of things. So I think to have the pictures side by side, hopefully I'll be able to notice a bit of a difference from week like 6 to week 10. And then I think maybe towards at week 12, when I finish the 12-week total diet replacements, then I'll do it from week, I'll do the week 1 picture again from the second day, and I'll take another picture at week 12, so we can definitely see. But then as I move forward on to doing it, where I start to then cut down on the meal replacements and start introducing more food, solid food rather, I will be being taught or being trained to learn about nutrition and having healthier, balanced meals. So I'm hoping that that's going to again help me move forward. I know they do provide you with some recipe ideas and that type of thing, so again I'll share all that. I won't probably do the videos. I did say at the start of the program that I would do a video once a week, and I've just found I've not had the time for various reasons to do one every single week, but that's why they've ended up being sort of a few weeks at a time. But I think going forward, after I've done the 12 weeks, I'll do a video. I'll try and do one as close as I can to 12 weeks. Because I am about to, next week, I'm going to London to watch NFL, which is American football, for those who maybe don't know. But I was, at the start of this, I'd sort of set myself a goal to get back into a pair of jeans that that had gone too small. I mean, I couldn't fasten. I tried them on the other day and I was almost there. I think I was like, my zip was like, you know, this much. So you never know, maybe by the time I'm due to go, I'll be able to fasten them up. But not to worry, it's not the end of the world. I'm almost in them. You know, I couldn't even get in them 10 weeks ago. So to be able to get them on and maybe just not quite fasten them is definitely improvement. I will definitely get in them in the next few weeks. But I bought myself a new top and whatnot to go to watch the NFL. I will be taking all my products with me, so it'd be interesting to see how I get on when I'm not at home doing this, because I've had the luxury of literally just being at home all the time I've been doing this program. But next week I'm actually going to have to take it on the road, so to speak. So I'll be in a car doing the shakes and whatnot. So we'll see how I get on at that weekend. And also having the energy to even go to the NFL again. I think because my weight had sort of got the better of me, I was finding that I was trying to avoid doing things because I was either in too much pain because of my legs, or I just didn't have the confidence. But now my confidence is back in spades, and like I said, the pain is lessened in my legs, so I'm hoping I'm going to find the whole thing a lot more enjoyable. So I'm looking forward to that weekend. But because I'm going to London, any videos and things, I think it might be the week after, which will be week 12, that I'll be able to find time to edit them and whatnot. So I will try and get that done. And then after that, I probably will just start doing the videos every so often, just to let you know, keep you updated as to how I'm doing. Maybe share, like I say, a few recipes and a few tips and tricks as we go along, so that you can see how we're getting on. And like I say, if you're doing your own weight loss journey, then you can also see, hopefully I'll be able to provide some help and support with that. If you are doing your own weight loss journey, I don't know whether I've said this earlier in the video, but if you are doing anything to do with your own well-being and you want anybody to give you any advice, or you've got any questions or anything, by all means leave a comment. I will reply to any comments. Also, I'll take this opportunity to say a massive thank you to everybody who supported me doing this so far. My husband has been amazing. He's mastered how to do the soup without it going all lumpy and horrible, and he's a whiz when it comes to flavouring food. So he's certainly made doing my evening meal a lot easier. And then my daughter has been, my daughter who I live with, has been helping me with finding different sugar-free or zero-calorie products, and saying, oh, do you want to try this, do you want to try that? Again, it's just kept it interesting and easy. And the rest of my family, my other daughter in Plymouth and her husband, they've been really supportive. And I thank everybody who's been supportive, who's shown interest. I do have some people who are really concerned to ask me how I'm getting on. I think I don't know whether they feel that they're going to offend me, or I don't know, but I certainly would not be doing these videos if I was offended by anything. I certainly wouldn't be sharing it. If I was offended, I would be keeping it very private. I'm not offended. If anybody has any comments to make, like I say, I don't really want people putting on hateful comments on there, as I said earlier in the video. But if you've got any comments you want to make, by all means go for it, and I will respond to any comments that I get. But thank you everybody who's supported me so far. And I've got 2 weeks to go before I have my first meal. I might even video myself eating my first solid meal for 12 weeks. But I have no idea even what that meal is going to be yet, or what it's going to look like, but it will be something healthy. I can absolutely guarantee that, because there's absolutely no point in me doing this if I'm going to straight away go, right, let's get to the chippy on the first night. That's definitely not going to be the case. So yeah, I will keep you posted as to how I'm getting on, and I'll definitely get a video done around week 12, so you've got a final at the end of the meal replacements, and I'll be able to give you more information as to what happens next. But yeah, thank you everybody. As I think I might have posted right at the very beginning of my video, if you subscribe to the channel, it helps me reach more people, so who I can hopefully help and support. If you click the notification bell on YouTube, you will be told when I've uploaded my next video. And obviously if you like the videos, then by all means click the thumbs up icon, and that will tell me that you like the video that I've done. So please do all those things, and it will really help me and will boost me so that I can keep going and keep strong. So thank you for now, and I will see you in my next vlog. Ta-ta for now.